this video, I will be doing a pet portrait, and from the beginning to ending, you guys will be able to see my process. I usually trace the drawing with a projector. I see that it saves time because usually, just tracing takes me about an hour to a little bit over. And doing it by hand and just by sight, it would take me 2 to 3 times that much. And right here, I'm just trying to get a feel for where my darks and my lights are gonna be. I decided to do something very different from my usual style or subject matter because I was getting into a little bit of a rut, and changing projects, changing perspective usually helps me get out of my own mind and my own artist blocks. So this is what you guys are seeing right here. And of course, I really love dogs and pets and stuff, even though I've never really had one. I lived with a pet for, I guess, 3 or 4 years when I was really young. We lived in a really big house where my uncle's dog, Tesoro, was my baby. We used to love each other. Anyway, everybody loved that dog. And here I'm just, trying to get into the details. The reason this painting took a lot longer than it should is because it is so detailed, and that's why another reason why the projector is so beneficial. And I was trying to challenge myself into doing only dark colors, but I gave up on that, as you see right here. I usually add red colors to the surrounding of the eyes. I see that it helps, bring out that warmth. Next 2 slides, I will be showing you guys like the last 2 days that I was doing this process. And this last part is just me going into the details, going back into some, finer work, getting into like the little stray hairs and trying to create dimension with his white fur, which was a little bit harder to do. And also getting the wispies in the background. Just trying to make him look lively. The reason also that I wanted to do these pet portraits is because I want to open that part of my commissions page request. So if any of you guys are looking for a pet, just contact me. I'll put the links below and or in the links in my bio. But anyway, what I love about doing this and playing with white is that I get to experiment with different shades of like really light yellows and blues and reds, and adding it to his like paws and stuff, and his fur just makes him look extra, I don't know, wispy. You always have to, well, I didn't really realize that I was doing this when I learned how to do it, but creating like personality in the characters that you're drawing is to not be so careful and detailed. I know there's a lot of artists that, pride themselves in being extra thorough and crisp with everything. I am not one of those painters. I like creating personalities and making it painterly more than a perfect rendition. And next time hopefully I'll be able to show you guys how I dance and paint. I don't know if there's actually a section where I'm doing that, but yeah, see, I'm going into the little paws, making his stray hairs and like his paws to actually sit on the ground. It's a lot harder than it seems, and I want to position the camera next time so that you guys will be able to see those changes. I wasn't as aware of where my head was going and where the camera was. It was a little weird. I'm still getting used to that. But I do want to know if you guys like these type of process videos. Put a comment below and let me know what you guys think. And please don't forget to subscribe and like, follow, and share with your friends. I had a lot of fun because I also started adding reds and yellows. Somebody had challenged me saying that artists can't paint without red and yellow, which is untrue, by the way. One of the first things that they teach us in art school is to do limited color palette paintings, and these are the grays and blacks and monochrome paintings that they teach you how to do. But I gave up on that. I love color. You guys know. I just cannot get enough of it. Maybe it's a cultural thing. Maybe it's a personality thing. I just need it. And I even added some on his fur. I don't know. I'll put a picture of the finished product at the end. But you guys will be able to see how much I love color. I think I even added green. You can't really see, but I did that on purpose. Like I said, I don't usually, or I don't know if I said, but I don't usually use black because it's one of the things they kind of drill it into you. But it's a good way to go if you want to expand your knowledge of color and color mixtures. And I don't use black. I create my own blacks with blues and really deep greens and reds. And then when you look far away, it looks like, like it's black. But it's also like in the finer details in his paw that I'm doing, the one that it's further to the front and is like on the left where you're seeing it, he has a little bit of like yellowish hairs, and I was trying to add that without making it look too yellow, so it's kind of like a brownish color. Also, I tilted the canvas on its side to get the edges. Another thing that is like really important when you're doing canvases is to don't forget to paint the edges. That's a true mark of a real painter. But really, if you want to be taken seriously in any gallery and stuff, you got to paint the sides. And especially if you intend to, like with bigger canvases, it's really important because then you'll probably have to unmount the canvases to be able to transport them. I know I've done that before, and it's so helpful because then you can remount it on a different panels or stretchers. Here's the finished project. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys soon.